Hey team, EUR.AUD starting on the monthly as usual. Now, I know this looks pretty complicated. It's not. Let's talk it through. Here's our monthly upper zone. Here's our monthly lower zone. We identified that when we zoomed out. We saw a lot of buy and sell pressure at these areas. Now, this channel was identified by first finding the uptrend. Here we see higher lows, so we identify a potential uptrend, and then we can see that's followed at the upside by simple pattern recognition. So here we see that price is respecting its zone and also respecting this uptrend. So now let's gather monthly information, and to do so we need to talk flow and look at price action. We see a push to the upside. Price is now in consolidation, right? We see sell pressure at our monthly upper and we see buy pressure at our monthly lower, meaning that price is yet to break to the upside, so we're still in consolidation. Now my hunch is this: price is going to need to come back and retest this uptrend and see the buy sensitivity needs for its next attempt of breaking this monthly upper to the upside. So now taking it down to the weekly, my bias, or at least what I think, is that we're going to be looking for a short before then looking for a long at its uptrend. Taking it to the weekly, we identified a weekly mid-range zone. Now we said that price is likely going to make its way down to retest this uptrend before seeing the buy sensitivity needs. And what I really like here is that the uptrend and our weekly mid-range are starting to meet. This means that we're going to see an additional wave of buy sensitivity. There should just be more orders at this area now. The information I can take on the weekly is that we are seeing continuational sell pressure, okay? Buyers do not seem to be gaining any ground just yet. Let's take it down another time frame for a closer look. Now taking it to the daily, we identified our daily mid-range zone as we see buy pressure. We identified our downtrend since we see lower highs, and I really like to see this because this is a squeeze. This is a respected squeeze, meaning if price manages to break this daily mid-range zone to the downside, we know that it's going to give our analysis a run. It's going to give a go at retesting either its weekly mid-range zone or its uptrend before seeing its next buy pressure to give this monthly upside a test. Okay, so really the key here is that price breaks this daily to the downside and we'll see a nice lower time frame short. So let's take it to the downside for a closer look. All right, so this is how our entry is going to look like. We're going to stay patient, let price play in between the squeeze. Once it decides to break this daily mid-range zone to the downside, this is considered a push. Why? Because this is a strong, sensitive area. It requires a lot of energy to break to the downside. We then wait for exhaustion, price action confirmation before entry to our weekly mid-range zone, which happens to meet with our uptrend. Now, what would make this trade invalid? Simple. If price fails to break to the downside and breaks to the upside, this trade becomes invalid and we readjust and we start looking for a long on exhaustion if price breaks this downtrend to the upside.